Good afternoon. Go do a preview video here Friday afternoon. At the Casey Auction Company, have a great auction. Actually, have great auctions online right now. I'll go ahead and flip this camera here, and we can kind of show you what we got coming up. Downstairs gallery has some really great things, pieces. The Bruno Madsen table is huge when it's completely open, and it literally gets to be about this wide when it's folded up. This is when you fold this thing up flat. This piece goes right here in the center, and that's about as almost not much wider than the table it gets. Oh, hi Mercedes, how are you doing? Thanks for watching. We're just doing a preview video for our auctions we have online right now. The table, some great Hellerware, super rare Russell Wright set. Hey Eric, well, thanks for watching. Some Arabia, more Heller, but then we also have some really great primitive pieces, the old Jersey coffee bin, Japanese wood blocks. Wonderful pair of carved Asian lamps, silver, like a silver gilt almost. And the great shades, Asian watercolors. A lot of interest in the Greasy Dick beer sign there is kind of fun. The Kansas City Chiefs things get a lot of people kind of smiling. The old Ambassadors Club jacket, the old Pendleton Chiefs Stadium blanket, and then the little half helmet decorative piece. They're all from one estate, kind of fun. Several really good rugs in the auction, all from one estate. The estate was actually in Iowa, but the granddaughter lived here in Kansas City area, or lives here. And so we got to sell these things here. These are awesome, these Indian Persian urns with the lids and the brass finials on top. There's a pair of those, almost 4 foot tall. I think they're 44 inches tall. You see the other ones on the over there. And then of course the pair of Chinese or Japanese painted panels. They're about 7 feet tall. We sold those several years ago. The collector who bought those, they renovated the house and they no longer fit. They came out of the Hood estate, I believe. That was just one of the more spectacular estates we've sold. French tables, French chairs. The pedestal, the onyx pedestal is amazing. Bronze mounts on it. Just fantastic shape and size. And then the top does rotate. I can't really spin it much because the lamp is plugged in. But this is supposed to be a pedestal. It's a revolving pedestal. So if you want to do exactly this with something, you can do that. Again, just a wonderful piece. Decorative mirror there. Good old tall case clock. Trying to walk around without hitting or breaking things. And then a couple of nice antique pieces too. Got this either Pennsylvania or Ohio step back cupboard. It's had some better days. I mean, it's probably been cut down here. The feet like they could possibly be replaced. But still a nice big piece of furniture. Antique pewter, some nice Italian pottery, some stoneware. This Hilton set's really cool. It's an old DJ set from the 60s or 70s. Let's see, this. And it has, I can't do it with one hand, but it's a really fun set. Check out the pictures of that. Contemporary stereo system is really nice. Good quality pieces, great big speakers. Really fun day bed. This is really cool as well. This eagle looks like, just looks like a flag topper, but then, see if I can do this. Oh yeah, that shaft slides down, and it has like a hat rack coming out of it. So, you can see. Let's see if I can sit this here. You can see when it's open, it's that much longer, and then those 4 little posts come falling down, and then it just closes right up. So. Really fun, like an architectural piece. I've never seen another one like it. Danish corner cabinet's nice. The Bauer ringware is nice. A Lessie teapot. Chairs are fantastic. Cotavalus New York chairs. A pair of them is hard to find. A little bronze table, like a faux bois, like almost a bonsai tree looking type of situation. Some Beatles records, just kind of a fun deal. Scroll artwork. Nice pair of leather chairs, not antique or anything, but they're probably from the early 80s, early to mid 80s. So it's like 40 years already. Another rug. Really nice Dunbar dining table. The table's not marked except for numbers, but the case, which is in the corner that the leaves came in, has the old shipping label for Dunbar. Never mind, the tubes are full of Japanese wood blocks, collection we just pulled in yesterday to sell, paintings for an upcoming auction. All of these folios on this table here are absolutely jam-packed of Japanese wood blocks, but those are coming over the next several months. So I'll reach over them, or look over them to show you this cabinet here, nice little mission oak bookcase, display cabinet, some interesting pieces in there. Nice Theodore Heck, I think that's the name, Theodore Deck pottery right there, the hand-painted piece. Some Italian pots in there, some Asian pieces. Great big Chinese boxes, fun. Another fun mirror, the fan-shaped mirror is really cool. High style, high-end Victorian etagere. Mitchell's or Ramelsburg, I believe. It's got a couple of seam splits here and there, but nothing that's terribly bad for the piece. Chair table, which is great table. I've never understood the form. It's like, why take up, what benefit does a single chair give you? But it's a really neat form, nice primitive table, fun, really cool little countertop, country store display piece, old Santa Claus. This is cool. I doubt I can do this with one hand. This box. It's like just a little normal tool painted box, except, oh, I can do it. The ends lift out, and there's drawers hidden behind the end panels. So that's just a really fun little piece right there. And both ends have the same feature. A lot of people like the old eye chart. Obviously the light in it works. Thanks for watching, Leanne. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments. We'll be happy to address them as I'm going along. Prints there's an old railroad plaque. George Nichols and Brothers did railroad round tables and things like that. Prints, art, big collection of postcards. All those down there are full of postcards. That's a single lot. Interesting photos in the album there. A lot of neat medals. Several sets, like hunting prints up there and there. Of course, we have more art hanging all around the building, because we always have lots of framed pieces to offer. Interesting and very timely Soviet military power. This picture is from when that book was first published, being presented by Caspar Weinberger to Ronald Reagan, and the picture is signed. Of course, the Soviets are trying to exhibit military power right now, and hopefully that gets addressed quickly. None of us want to see that go to any further than it has to. Real nice tapestry, unusual imagery. You start to really look at it. The lion on the left is holding a flag that goes up to the top there with the crescent moons in it. And it's interesting that the top half of this is like almost stained where the bottom half is. And I was wondering, I imagine this is on a fireplace or above a fireplace mantle. And like when the heat was coming up and rolling over the mantle, the lower half of the picture was protected, and the top got soot damage or soot exposure. Thanks for watching, Francis. If you have any questions, just let us know. Again, more artwork, more pieces along the walls here. Then we also have our jewelry auction on Tuesday night. And the cases are full of jewelry, everything from pearls to gold. Beautiful Art Deco diamond and emerald pendant right there. Try to get a good view on that. Interesting little pieces. Also have some Versace dinnerware in the auction Tuesday night. But a lot of rings. Love that big smoky topaz, smoky quartz pendant. I think that's in 14 carats. You've got emeralds, sapphires, diamonds. There's a couple of moonstone rings in here, garnet, jasper, amber. Really great selection of jewelry and rings in this auction. Hi, Genevieve, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just post them in the comments, and I will try and answer them as we go along. A lot of silver jewelry is always fun. Collection of Russian boxes on Monday night. And then here's more jewelry for Tuesday. This necklace here is coral. It's all it's like an angel coral and a red coral. Just a really fun piece and great. Love the really ornate clasp. A lot of really fun things going on. Carved jade. All kinds of interesting things. The Native American fetish necklace is nice. Nice large size. Good. A lot of carvings in there. The Italian tool, little candelabras, fun. And again, more artwork. The Native American masks are interesting. We'll walk down the wall and then come back to the center of the room, get these tables in the middle. These are actually Amazonians fighting Romans, I think Amy said. But those are actual women fighting men back there. And it's really neat imagery. Something we haven't seen before. A nice big 1970s, 80s painting. Not something I normally like, but this has a nice subtle color work to it and just has a nice appeal to it. Chinese plaque is nice. Are the Versace plates on the small side? Philip, I'm not sure what you mean by small. But I'll tell you what, if you can watch for a couple of minutes, I'll grab the tape measure that's on that end of the room and I'll walk back by, I'll measure them and show you. They're I think it's about a salad plate size and a dinner plate size, so we'll get back to those in just a minute. This is one of the most fun pieces in the auction. It's a brand new trike that's 40 years old, never put together. So everything is like pristine, never out of the box. What is the size of number 239? Diane, what's number 239? Do you have to be more? What is it, a picture hanging on the wall? Again, I'll grab the tape measure and come back to it. Have some hotelware, silverware, restaurant silver. Domes are always fun. The ceilings are fun. Coffee service. Love the gents stainless flatware. Have some really interesting portraits in this auction. This one here is supposed to be Cleo Rickman. It comes with that framed letter there from 1929 that says that was painted and exhibited in a salon in the 1820s. It's supposed to be Cleo Rickman. And Cleo Rickman was a publisher and became friends with Thomas Paine, American Revolutionary War hero, author. And I believe Rickman published Paine's memoirs or autobiography or something along those lines. So that's if you believe that is him, it's a phenomenal Revolutionary War, painting of a Revolutionary War sympathizer from across the pond. If you don't believe that's him, it's still a really nice antique portrait. Well done. That's a little portrait on porcelain. And these are awesome. I forget the artist, Herford, but she is a 19th century artist, and her works don't come up for sale very often. But that's a pair of portraits done by a female artist in the 1880s, I think that is. Let me walk behind the desk and come back over here. Here's another portrait, just a nice, almost folk art. What's interesting and nice about this one is, painted on her brooch there, it represents, it's a mourning locket. So that's, when you look at it first, you say, oh, that's supposed to be woven hair. I've never seen that in a painting before. I've only ever seen women painted with their husband at that point. Obviously, at this point, she's being painted and her husband is deceased, is really what that kind of indicates to me. And then this frame is ridiculous in a phenomenal way. All four edges are bowed like that, and that is how they're supposed to be. They aren't damaged, they aren't altered, they are actually curved, almost like a funhouse mirror if you think of it that way. Portrait's like a late 18th century sitting. The frame looks 1810, 1820, but it's just really, really crazy to look at. I mean, if I get back here, you can see how curved that is compared to the picture above it. His frame is squared. Hers is rounded. It's just really bizarre. I've never seen that before. Nobody else has ever seen it before. Just a really cool, cool thing. Alrighty, walking through, going to the showcase here. Some miniatures, Mont Blanc pins, some bronzes. So finally found out what this little guy is. It's a water dropper, Japanese bronze water dropper. And then of course the Phrenology Head. You might have seen it in the catalog and not realized that it's only about 3.5 inches tall with the base. There was probably a cane handle or a wax seal. George Glazer has one on his website. I think it's $4,800. He's high, but there tells you kind of how rare they are. This set here is really wonderful, the Old Dresden Set. And what's really kind of nice about this set is the fact that in that creamer right there is the receipt from 1926. And the receipt's really fragile. The receipt's more fragile and delicate than the porcelain is, so I'm not going to pull it out for this, but believe me when I tell you that it's a really great set, and it's really great to have that piece of paper with it. Nice little cobalt set, a couple little Mauge, Lennox, silver-lined pieces, a lot of sterling silver, some Francis First, some enamel pieces. These are interesting, but I believe that they're candle holders. But those little cups are actually attached to those bases, and they're solid sterling. Silver tazas, sterling pitchers, nice big pieces, stuff you don't see very often. Just a really nice little collection of sterling in the auction. Here are a couple of nice little walnut tea caddies. Nice little ovoid shape and beautiful. The interior. Those are both nice little tea caddies. Let me grab the tape measure real quick while I'm here. I want to point out one thing over here that's really important. These books, these yearbooks, hopefully I got the right page marked. Of course not. That wouldn't make too much sense. These have in them what is believed to be the first black, see right there in this picture of the football team. Now the basketball team, of course I'm not going to get it real quick, right here. Yeah, the basketball team right there, so that's the track team. But he's recognized as the first black basketball player, Sam Ransom, right there. First black basketball player in the NCAA. This is 1907 Codex from Beloit College. Really, really nice thing, nice historical piece. And on the exact opposite end of the spectrum, we actually have a slave receipt from Independence, Missouri, which is disgusting, but it's incredibly important historically. But just a generation two later, we have a young black man in college playing on the first black player to play in the NCAA. Back to the decorative pieces. Some nice bronzes. This is fun, this bronze fountainhead. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Yep, you can see nice mounts to the wall. Little spigot there. A nice little house in Brookside. Nice little C.M. Russell. Boy on the Boat, bronze, cast iron lion, high head. Clock set that was garniture set retailed by Tiffany, Erte, Italian bronze candelabras, garniture set. Kinds of fun little odds and ends, smalls, placing in boxes, kind of nice. And I'm taking my time with this video. I've been told more often than not that people want me to spend more time going through these pieces than less. So again, if you have questions or thoughts about some things I'm walking by, let me know. I'll happy answer them as I can if I have an answer for you. Got the nice Dansk, the teakware pieces, 60s, 70s Danish flatware, stone fruit, marble lamps are great. This little piece is wonderful. little country store with drawers on both sides, little 4 little mirror drawers. I wonder if it's for jewelers or something, like if they had pieces in there, then the top was displayed to show. Not 100% sure, but still a nice thing. More down, some Steuben. Beautiful Steuben Arctic fisherman right there. Hard to find any of the cased pieces. Meissen, ginger. All right, so Phil, if you're still watching, the larger plates are this is not easy to do with one hand, but let me try here. There we go. 10.5 inches on the larger plates, and the smaller ones are 7 1/4. It looks like 7 1/8, something like that. So, yeah, about dinner and salad right there. All right, the landscape with the cows. Let me see. Diane. Which one is it? Why am I not seeing cows? I assume it was right about where you asked me. This is the area that I was in. Is there a landscape with cows over here? I don't see one. Diane, help me out. Hi, Mary. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, we're kind of just doing a big preview of the video of the auctions we have online right now. And I'm trying, at the moment, Diane Burton asked about a painting, the sizes on a painting, and I'm trying to find it to measure it live on the air with her, or for her, and I'm not finding the painting that she's referencing. So I will keep the tape measure with me. But this is a really nice auction. Again, we have 2 auctions on. One on Monday is the antiques, decorative arts, and those pieces. On Tuesday is the jewelry. And you saw earlier, if you want to go back watch the whole video, Mary, great selection of jewelry in this auction, the cases. We have prints, paintings, textiles, autographs, paper goods, all kinds of interesting things. Nice big selection of sterling silver. Interesting grouping of portraits. Antique portraits are nice. Good ceramics, good decoratives and accessories. Great mirror here. We have several really good mirrors in the auction, but this one's like felt lined with tack decoration. Matt, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just let us know. Getting ready to wrap it up. Just doing a quick final walkthrough for the videos. Great portraits, nice little mirror. And again, if you have any questions, please post them now. Thanks for watching, Rebecca. If you have any questions, post them now before I get done with the video here. We'll post this. This will obviously be on Facebook for a few days. And if you're on an email list, you'll receive a copy of it. We'll download it to YouTube and share it there, and share an email that everybody's registered for the auctions. So you really get a good idea of what's in the auction. Feel for it. And again, the size and the scale is always different in person, but hopefully you get a better idea of, like, you know, those urns down there by those large paintings. The chairs are regular size. It's just the paintings and the urns are way oversized, right? So, and you can kind of tell that in the pictures, but it's really getting to see the relationship with other pieces that makes that really stand out. First again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about what we're selling and anything in the auction, just let us know. We're just wrapping up the preview video for the 2 auctions that are online this week. The antiques, decorative arts on Monday, and then the jewelry on Tuesday. So get ready to sign off. Getting ready to have a nice weekend. Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend where you're at. It's supposed to be in the 40s and 50s this weekend, although we had snow yesterday and it was like 5 degrees this morning, but the snow yesterday is mainly melted off. You can see that we can get down to the driveway outside. So thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, good luck on the auction. If you have questions about shipping items or picking them up, go ahead and post them here. Send us a direct message and we'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Otherwise, think of it as Christmas for yourself. Buy what you want, and we'll have a great day, have a great weekend, and talk to you soon.